has three streams. We have the upstream, we have the midstream, and then we have the downstream. So if you come to the upstream, we're talking about supply. What quantity of water, what volume of water are we able as Enugu to produce on a daily basis? The current infrastructure, the current water sources that we have, are we able to generate enough water that will meet the consumption volume of Enugu? The answer to that question is yes. We currently consume about 100,000 cubic meters of water every day in Enugu, right? We currently also do have our sources of water that are generating water. The various sources we have today to generate water in Enugu has the capacity to generate over 130,000 cubic of water. So the issue, and again, you must also follow the news, you must have also realized that recently, the current government just completed a crash program at the 9th month, at the goal area. So they have borehole projects that they have done. So what has that done? That has also increased our water resource capacity. So the upstream is fine. We're fine with the upstream. In terms of the midstream, you talk about the pumps, the pipelines that will now convey that water from the source to the storage. Okay? So, and in order for you to do that, you have to address a couple of things. The government, this current government, has been working extremely hard in fixing the pumps. But our major challenge has been the power source. How do we get power to the Ajali and also to River water schemes that are our major source of water supply? Because Ajali has an installed capacity of 80,000 cubic of water daily. Oji River has 50,000 installed capacity of water daily. So if we're able to get the power supply to power those pumps and ensure that we do not rely solely on generators, so we have alternative power source, we would have addressed a major challenge in that midstream sector. So our plan is to aggressively, through bringing in private sector investment, see how we can ensure through the power plant we have in Uji River, run a power line directly from that power plant straight to the Uji River pump water scheme. That would help us in addressing the power problem. But it is not just electrical, it's also mechanical. So those pumps, we're going to look at the substations have pumps. We also have pumps at the various substations, which we also intend to replace. We're going to, by the time we deal with those mechanical and electrical issues, we have addressed the midstream section of the power challenge, the water challenges we have. And the other thing in water is the downstream. The downstream speaks to the reticulation. From the storage, you now have to reticulate the various households. Now we also have challenges there. A lot of those pipes we need to replace because they have lived their design life. So we want to address that by replacing the pipes rather than just repairing them. So we're going to do a major overhaul in our downstream section of the water supply. So by the time we address this midstream challenge and the downstream challenge, we will have addressed the problem of water supply, particularly in our urban areas. In our rural areas, we also are going to use boreholes. So we're going to have a series of boreholes to make sure that no household in our rural community it's more than 5 minutes walk from potable water. So that's what we're going to do in that sector. Sure, moving to the next question, which speaks to disability. We have the Disability Act, right? The Disability Act, our plan, if you look at our manifesto, we're going to work with the State House of Assembly to domesticate the National Disability Act, which ensures that those living with disability among us have access to learning, and they are also going to have universal, the same coverage, the same insurance scheme we're proposing for people in Enugu, every citizen living in Enugu to have, would also be extended. We're going to, that act, once we domesticate it, will make it mandatory for us to provide cover for those living with disability among us. And the third question speaks to how do you achieve this growth? This question is from Larry. And this is a fantastic question because it should trouble anyone. How do you grow this economy from $4.4 billion to $30 billion in a space of 48 years? And I spoke a lot about the different interventions across all the sectors. But one of the things you must notice is that we're doing things differently. We're not just going to do things better. What we are proposing to do in the different sectors is to do things completely different. For example, in the agriculture sector, agriculture is going to be technology enabled to enhance our productivity. So our productivity in the agriculture sector is expected to be enhanced 5-fold. So what that means, if we're able to achieve that, is that just in the agriculture sector, where the current contribution of agriculture to our GDP is $2 billion. If we're able to grow that 5-fold, it means just in the agriculture sector, we're moving that from $2 billion to $10 billion. What that also means is that we're going to have a lot of, as I said, a lot of the things we currently do manually, we will migrate from manual and pipeline mode to platform mode. So we're going to have a lot of, so we're going to build scale, increase the sizes of the space where we cultivate, have a special agro-allied processing zone, have technology for agricultural system transformation. So there are a lot of special programs, targeted programs that are going to enable the size of growth we want there. And that speaks to the other sectors as well. So we're doing a lot of transformational things across the sectors. And that's how we're able to grow the economy from the current $4.4 billion to $30 billion. Thank you.